Hello, my name is J.J. Jones, and I'm the Area Ag Econ Specialist for the Southeast District of the Oklahoma Cooperative Extension Service, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Livestock Indemnity Program, or often referred to as the LIP, offered through the USDA. Now, what exactly is the LIP? The LIP program was first authorized in the 2008 Farm Bill and then reauthorized in the 2014 Farm Bill under the current statutes that we're going to talk about today. This program is administered through the Farm Service Agency, or the FSA office. This program is meant to compensate those livestock producers for livestock deaths in excess of normal and caused by eligible loss conditions, which we'll talk about a little bit later. The LIP payments are equal to 75% of the market value of the producer's livestock the day before the animal's death. So what exactly makes a producer eligible for the LIP program? Well, first we got to talk about is the eligible loss conditions. What actually happens, what has to happen before a producer can be eligible. There are basically three factors or three conditions that are used to meet this criteria. The first one is adverse weather. Any adverse weather, including blizzards, floods, lightning strikes, tornadoes, wildfires, extreme hot, extreme cold, or earthquake, are all eligible adverse weather effects. One of the other factors is disease. And in the case of a disease, it's a disease that is made worse by an eligible adverse weather event that directly results in the death of eligible livestock in excess of normal mortality. In the case of one of the before mentioned adverse weather factors have to cause a disease to be more prominent in the herds, such as anthrax. The third is animal attacks. And although some producers might be thinking of wild dogs or coyotes, they are not eligible. It's only wild attacks by animals that have been reintroduced and or are protected by federal law, such as wolves and buzzards. Now, what makes a producer eligible? Well, the first thing a producer has to do is he must have owned the livestock the day that the animals have died. The second, number of animals that must die has to be more than excess of normal mortality rates. Therefore, if a producer has a normal mortality rate of, say, 5 animals per year, the deaths have to be more than that normal rate of 5 before they're eligible for any type of payment. The second is animals must be used in a commercial farming operation. That means no recreational animals, no pets, no animals that are used for rodeo or hunting, or show animals. So which animals are eligible for the LIP payment? In this table here, it shows you here the eligible classifications, and you can see under cattle, all beef, bulls, cows, and calves, buffalo cows and calves and bulls, and then dairy bulls, cows, and calves. Poultry are eligible for this as well: broilers and pullets, chicks, ducks and ducklings. Now remember, these animals have to be used in production agriculture. Geese, goslings, turkey pullets, toms, fryers, and roasters. Under swine, you can see that the swine's broke down into 4 classifications: feeder pigs, which are under 50 pounds, sows, boars, bears, and gilts that are between 50 and 150, between 151 and 450 pounds, and then those that are weighing over 450 pounds. Now, other animals that are also included in this list, which are similar to other disaster lists: goats, sheep, horses. Again, horses cannot be recreational; they have to be used in commercial operation. Deer, alpacas, llamas, emus, elk, reindeer. Again, I can't stress enough to remind you that pets and recreational animals are not eligible, as well as show animals and rodeo animals. Now, how, as a producer, do I go about applying or to receive my LIP payments? First of all, what you have to do is you have 30 days from the time that the incident occurs that the animals have died. So you have, from the time the animals died, you have 30 days to go into your local FSA office. No official disaster declaration needs to be made. All that needs to happen is that those animals have passed away. Next, after you've filed that initial notice of death, then you have until 90 days after the end of that calendar year in which that incident occurred to fill out the application for payment of loss. It is in this payment of loss application that a producer has to do the proof of death documentation, or proof of loss documentation, and we'll talk about that next. Now, proof of loss documentation is not as simple as just walking into your FSA office and saying, I have lost these animals and they're going to cut you a check. You're going to have to prove that whatever event you have claimed that has killed these animals actually killed those animals. So you need documentation, photos or videos of the lost livestock, production records, tax records. The location of the animal is also going to be very important to make sure that it happened within the county that you're applying for. Producers also are encouraged to get a veterinarian's statement stating that the incident that you're claiming has caused the death of the animals actually did include those animals, did actually kill those animals. And it doesn't always have to be a veterinarian. It could be some other third-party verification, but they have to go through a third-party verification process to get this done. Again, this proof of death has to be shown when the application for payment is made. Again, this program is meant for those producers that have lost animals due to adverse weather effects or disease or animal attacks. And anyone who's interested or think they're eligible for payment should contact their local FSA office. If you have any questions about the LIP program, you can contact your local FSA office or your local Oklahoma Cooperative Extension Service. Thank you.